Hey everyone, this is Brian Metzger with Empoweredecom. Welcome to this training module. What I wanted to do is help you think about your next move. Now, previously we've talked about improving your mindset. What you're doing is you're suspending your disbelief in your ability to create a home business or to start your entrepreneurial journey and that it will work for you. And you're also working on removing any limiting beliefs where you might be telling yourself that no one will listen to me, I don't have anything important to share, I'm not worthy. Because as I've said before, you have value to share, and when you can find that value to share, people will exchange money with you in exchange for the value that you can give them. All right? So what I wanted to do now is once we've moved beyond the disbelief and limiting beliefs, we're now moving into confidence, where we're going to go. The next obstacle, the next hurdle that we need to get through is not really sure where to go with your business, what to start, how to select your niche. And so I wanted to do a crash course here called Audience Selection Crash Course. So this is premium training here for Empoweredecom. And so the idea behind it is that we're going to help you through various exercises to find the audience that is right for you to lead. Now, I want you to really think about this. You're finding an audience right for you to lead. Now, when it comes to selling physical products online retail, there tends to be the word that's bantered about is product. I've got a product. I'm selling a product. Do you see that this is actually very different? We are talking about finding an audience right for you to lead. I haven't mentioned product at all. In fact, that's how we are different. Because the old way is that you would look for some product to sell, and then after you have this product, you would then go try to find an audience that will buy it. But the new way is that you find your target market. You find your audience that resonates with your message, your leadership, your expertise, your story, and then you find what they need. What are their problems? What are their desires? And then once you can resonate and attract them to you because you have this story that is attractive for them, you can then offer them products that solve their problems. So we're talking about custom audience. It's a customer-driven market. So that's the new way that we're talking about. And from there, I want you to get an even bigger picture. It's going to blow your mind. I want you to go to the next level that you are a media publisher. You are educating, you are training, you are positioning yourself as an expert, you're providing great content. And so you're not just a simple online store that does not offer much value. Instead, think of yourself as a publisher. And inside the members area, we put together some great training for you to help you with that. So there's a couple examples here, Survival Life and Life Hack, that are great at positioning their websites as niche media publishers. So, how do you choose your niche? Well, I think in the past people say hobbies, but sometimes hobbies can be cheap, and it cheapens the idea. And then, as you really think about what type of things that you do that transforms your life, like climbing a mountain, backpacking, that really just feeds your soul. Now we're moving into where you need to go. And then finally, when you take that passion, that interest that just drives you, then you move that from thinking of it as a hobby into a money-making career. All right? So what I want you to do is do this exercise. I want you to think about your life, and I want you to inventory your life experiences. What is your knowledge base? What magazines do you read? What jobs did you have? What industries did you participate in? Are you involved in any groups? What's your education? What are those hobbies that keep you busy? What are the books that you own? Books that you've read? And so what I'd like you to do is take some time and just make a list. And this is going to be difficult. That I want you to find topics that you are truly passionate about. And maybe the first couple might be easy to fill in. And it's going to take some exercise to get down to 10. All right? So these are passionate ideas and interests that probably over the next year you're going to have enough interest in them to continue to study them, learn about them, and improve your skill set. So we're not talking passing fads here. We're talking deep, intrinsic desire to become more skilled, more knowledgeable about a specific interest. Then what I want you to do is I want you to inventory your life experiences. And an example that I give to people is if somebody's coming up to you and asking you for advice or help on something or your perspective, then potentially that is a clue that there might be some expertise that you have. And people recognize that and they're coming to you to get that input. So make a list of your jobs, your education, what are topics that people are coming to you and asking for your opinion. These are your expertise. And here's what's going to happen. We're now going to look for overlap. If you find that there's an overlap in some of the passions and interests that you have with the type of advice and questions that people are coming up to you about, and when you compare these two lists and you see that there's an overlap, now you sort of have a place to go. So this is just an example. If you have a passion with photography and writing, and then people come up to you for advice on taking pictures as well as editing their work, well, now you've got a way that you've got an overlap in what you're passionate about and what other people recognize as your expertise. So once you do that, of course, it starts with a website. So Empoweredecom, we provide a website hosting the themes that are all responsive and all the technical stuff that I don't need to go into here. Let's just say that you just open up, start your store, start filling it out, and now you got a website that will cater towards the passion that we're talking about and position you as an expert. And finally, as we talked about in a couple previous slides about position yourself as a niche media publisher, that you are providing excellent content that's educating people, that's entertaining people. Your store is sort of like the gift shop. So here, at any type of Disney, after you finish your ride, they exit and you step off the ride and you walk through a gift store where a lot of times you're excited about the trip and you want to capture the memory, and so you're willing to make a purchase. You're in a buyer's mode. So that's a pretty smart way to do, but the focus is on the ride and experience and not the gift store. But the gift store obviously plays a key role in your business. So your store and selling products will play a key role in your business. And then what I want to do as we start to wrap up this is I want you to embrace your DNA. I need you to be yourself, because when you do that and you move from that authentic voice, then your content will be awesome because it resonates with who you are. And don't worry about the people that are not going to resonate, because you really only need to find, I'd say, 1,000 people that really resonate with your message. Just like I'm finding people all over the world that are resonating with my message to help people on the entrepreneurial journey that I have been on, and then I want to help people along that way. And so you can do that in your niche and your specialty as well. And with that, as you have that authentic voice, now your content is going to be easy because we've identified the passion, we've identified your expertise, and now we're aligning with your authentic voice and your character, and that's going to be attractive people And so your great content and telling your story and sharing it will become natural as part of your strategy. But there is a strategy to it in terms of what you communicate to this audience. And then it's just, of course, personalized with your character. And that will emotionally bond you with your audience, which is what we want to do. So I'm going to conclude with this. If you want it badly enough, the money is there. You just have to go after it. You have to hustle. You have to respect the hustle. All right? Now, this presentation I went through was inspired by these two books, Gary Vaynerchuk, Crush It, Cashing In on Your Passion. Obviously, your passion has to align with a business model that there's people out there that have a need for that passion. Obviously, you can't try to make money if there's not really a business opportunity around it. But more or less, I would say that the world is big enough that your passion has fellow participants that are interested to learn about and get started in the area that you're already an expert. All right, and then the other thing, of course, is you will work for fun, which is just some of the other information at how you can turn a hobby into a business. And so if you've got some ideas swimming around in your head that your brain cannot stay still, then I encourage you to make that list of your passions and make that list of your expertise and really put that together. And I think once you have that in place, then we have an opportunity down the road. We can work together and really put together a fantastic website and business and store that really models exactly what we've been talking about here with you. So that being said, this is the crash course. This is Brian Metzger with Empoweredecom. Feel free to replay this because there's a lot of information that was sort of covered here. Plus we had the exercises so that you can look at those and just see what we're asking you to do so that you can really prepare yourself, find that target market, find your voice, be authentic, and go after it. All right? So with that being said, this is Brian Metzger. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video and next training or inside the members area of Empoweredecom. Thanks.